Imagine this: you're walking home late at night. The city streets dimly lit by flickering street lamps. The air thick with the hum of distant traffic. Suddenly, from the shadows of an alleyway, you hear it, a soft, rhythmic tapping, like fingers drumming on glass. Growing louder, closer, you freeze, heart pounding, as a massive shape emerges from the darkness. 8 legs, each as thick as your arm, propel a body the size of a grown man toward you. Its eyes, 8 glistening orbs, lock onto yours, reflecting the terror in your soul. This isn't a nightmare. This is our world now, where spiders have become human-sized. And the question isn't if they are coming for you, it's how long until they do. Picture the dawn of this apocalypse, not with explosions or invading armies, but with something far more insidious. It started subtly, back in 1998, when scientists first noticed anomalies in arachnid growth patterns. Isolated reports from remote rainforest spiders swelling beyond their natural limits, devouring prey twice their size. At first, it was dismissed as environmental quirks, pollution, perhaps, or climate shifts altering ecosystems. But by 2025, the mutations had spread like a silent plague. Genetic experiments gone awry, or maybe nature's brutal revenge for our encroachment on wild spaces. Whatever the cause, spiders everywhere began to grow. Tarantulas in the deserts ballooning to the heft of wolves. Black widows in suburban basements expanding until their webs could ensnare a child. The world watched in horrified fascination as these once tiny terrors transformed into colossal predators. Their exoskeletons hardening like armor, their venom potent enough to fell an elephant. Now, step into this nightmare with me. Feel the chill of a world reshaped by 8-legged giants. Cities that once buzzed with human energy now echo with the skittering of massive limbs across concrete. Skyscrapers, those proud symbols of our dominance, become treacherous webs of silk, strands thicker than ropes, draped between buildings like ghostly bridges. Imagine waking in your apartment, the morning light filtering through curtains, only to see a shadow pass over the window, a huntsman spider, its body spanning the glass, peering in with unblinking curiosity. Your pulse races, sweat beads on your skin, as you back away slowly, knowing one wrong move could shatter the fragile barrier between you and it. Out in the streets, abandoned cars sit entangled in webs that shimmer with dew. Their owners long since vanished, or worse. The air carries a faint, acrid scent, the residue of venom mixing with the rot of uneaten remains. Birds, once the sky's rulers, now flee in panicked flocks from aerial hunters spinning parachutes of silk to drift on the wind. But it's not just the physical horror that grips us, it's the emotional unraveling. Families huddle in fortified basements, whispering stories of lost, loved ones, a father snatched while gardening, his screams echoing into the night, a child who wandered too far. Her laughter silenced forever. The fear evolves, burrowing deep into our psyche, turning every rustle in the leaves into a potential death sentence. We adapt, or we perish. Underground bunkers become new homes, lit by flickering lanterns, where survivors share tales of narrow escapes, their voices trembling with a mix of dread and defiance. Yet amid the terror, there's a twisted wonder. These creatures, once reviled as pests, now command a respect born of awe. Their intelligence shines through in ambushes that rival military tactics, their webs engineered with a precision that humbles our architects. We watch from hidden vantage points as they hunt in packs, coordinating with subtle vibrations along silk lines. Their world a symphony of silent signals we can barely comprehend. And here's where the real nightmare deepens: the ecological cascade. With spiders swollen to human proportions, the balance of nature shatters like fragile glass. Insects, their primary prey, explode in populations unchecked, swarms devouring crops and spreading diseases that ravage what's left of our farms. Predators higher up the chain: birds, bats, even small mammals dwindle, hunted to near extinction by these new apex beings. Forests transform into labyrinths of silk, where sunlight struggles to pierce the canopy of webs. Starving plants below, rivers run thick with the husks of drained victims, poisoning waters that once sustained life. Humanity's grand illusions of control crumble our pesticides, once weapons of mass extermination, now merely irritate these behemoths, provoking retaliatory strikes on our dwindling outposts. Cities collapse not under bombs, but under the weight of unchecked arachnid expansion bridges sagging from accumulated webs. Subways flooded with nests teeming with spiderlings the size of cats. If you're still with us in this terrifying world, feeling the chill creep up your spine as these visions unfold, hit that subscribe button right now, because what comes next will change how you see spiders forever, pulling you deeper into the web of possibilities where survival hangs by a thread. Now, let's plunge further into the human spirit's response, where despair ignites innovation in the face of oblivion. Governments, fractured and frantic, mobilize what's left of their farces. Military convoys rumble through ruined avenues, armed with flamethrowers and sonic disruptors designed to shatter exoskeletons from afar. Scientists, barricaded in labs turned fortresses, race against time to decode the mutation's origins. Perhaps a rogue gene therapy escaped from a biotech firm back in the early 2000s, or an unforeseen consequence of global warming accelerating metabolic rates. They whisper of countermeasures, engineered viruses targeting arachnid DNA, or symbiotic alliances with other enlarged species, like ants grown to dog size, pitting insect empires against each other in battles that scar the earth. But survival isn't just about science, it's about the raw, emotional evolution of fear. What was once phobia becomes a sharpened instinct, honing our senses to detect the faintest vibration, the subtlest shift in the air. Communities form unlikely bonds, farmer enemies uniting in spider hunts, sharing knowledge passed down like ancient law, the weak spots behind the eyes. The vulnerability of molting phases when their armor softens. Yet, as the tension builds, so does the thrill of potential triumph. Imagine guerrilla warriors, clad in makeshift armor woven from salvaged silk, ironic, isn't it? Scaling the sides of infested towers, their hearts thundering with a mix of terror and exhilaration. They strike at nests under cover of storms, when rain weighs down webs and slows the giants. Victories are hard won, celebrated with quiet toasts in hidden enclaves, where laughter pierces the gloom like rays of forgotten sunlight. But losses, oh, the losses carve deep wounds, a comrade ensnared, his final pleas echoing as venom courses through his veins, paralyzing him for a fate worse than death. These moments forge us, turning grief into resolve, fear into fuel, and ecologically, glimmers of adaptation emerge. Some regions report spiders evolving behaviors that border on coexistence, perhaps recognizing humans as too troublesome a prey, opting instead for the bountiful insect hordes we've inadvertently unleashed. The suspense mounts as we consider the long game. Could humanity claw its way back? Strategies unfold like a thriller's plot twists biodomes sealed against intrusion, where agriculture thrives under artificial lights, free from the silk shrouded outside. Genetic engineering turns the tide, with humans augmenting themselves enhanced reflexes to dodge strikes, skin laced with repellents derived from spider foes. International alliances, born from shared nightmares, pool resources for orbital surveillance, tracking migrations of these colossal arachnids across continents. But the emotional core pulses strongest in personal stories, a mother teaching her son to weave decoy webs, her voice steady despite the tears, a scientist confronting the creature that claimed his family, choosing mercy over vengeance in a moment that redefines our humanity. As the shadows lengthen in this arachnid-dominated dusk, we reach the precipice of reflection. Could we survive? The answer hangs in the balance, a chilling whisper on the wind. In this world of giants, we've learned that true horror isn't the size of the spider, it's the fragility of our own existence, the ease with which nature can reclaim its throne. Yet, in the face of such overwhelming odds, humanity's spark endures resilient, inventive, unbreakable. But beware. Listener, the next time you feel a tickle on your skin, or hear that faint tapping in the dark, remember this tale. It might not be just your imagination. It could be the beginning of the end. Sweet dreams, or whatever's left of them.